Today I'm in the bus by myself. Gwen and I, the last couple days, have been working on paneling on the roof inside of the cabinets. So you can see on this side, we've got all of the cabinets paneling done inside, all the way down as one sheet. And then we've got this back corner done at an angle. That way this duct can run back, and this is the wiring harness from the bus, so it runs all the way in the back of the cabinet to the front of the bus. This is a 4-inch duct that basically what we're going to do is stick a 12-volt fan in that end of it, and it's going to suck air from here all the way towards the front of the bus and then blow it down. And the reason for that is that, well, you can see we framed out right there space for the vent to suck in. It's going to be high above the wood stove, and that way it's sucking a lot of hot air, and it's going to take it all the way to the front of the bus. It's going to blow it down into the, hopefully, the floor. That way that cold air that kind of sits in the floor will get circulated and heated up. So that's the purpose of that. We'll see how that plays out over time. And then we also did individual panels here with separations, because the cabinets on this side above the kitchen are all going to have like separations here and here, walls in between them, whereas this side is all one big long cabinet with multiple doors on it. And the purpose of that is, like, if we have fishing poles or something along, we can kind of slide it in at an angle all the way down, and that way we can store some longer stuff up out of the way. So that's what we've been doing the last like 2 or 3 days. We haven't filmed much of it. I think we have some clips here and there, but that's about it. So then today I'm going to be taking the bottom of the cabinet all the way across here, and I'll be paneling over that with these boards. So these boards are what we decided to go with. They're kind of a more rough-sawn look with a little bit of texture, pre-stained and all that, and we figured that would just be easier. We think it's going to do kind of give us like the rough-sawn interior cabin kind of look, which is what we're going with for. We've done a lot of thinking on our interior stuff. So up here we have this like, what is this? Not tongue and groove, it's a shiplap, but we're staining it. So we're doing a lot of stained wood and, you know, rough-sawn plank type stuff. So that's what I'm going to be putting up here today. Just, I took 2x4s and went around the edges. That way I have stuff to set in against, and that'll keep me everything squared up as I start around the edge and then work towards the back. So I'll probably set you guys up somewhere and then time lapse it. I think what I'm going to do is, for the first board, take it from the end all the way up and seam it on this one, and then go the rest of the way with a short piece. And then next one will be a longer chunk here, seamed on this one, and go the rest of the way down. And I think I'll just hop back and forth, like seam there, seam there, seam there, seam there. That way all the seams don't line up. It should help break it up, make it look good. At least that's what I hope. So stick around for that, and then we'll probably have to add more into this video because it'll be pretty short. But for now, that's what we're working on. done putting up boards on the bottom here. As you can see, I think it looks pretty good. Pretty happy with that. The color looks good. You know, obviously what we're gonna do is end up facing the front edges here like that, and then probably these, and then building our cabinet doors over top of all of that. So for today, I think this is all I'm gonna do, but I'll be back tomorrow, which will probably be the same video. And then, oh, did I wake you up, buddy? Okay, so it's day 2. Got Gwen and Tater in the bus today. We're gonna finish this cabinet. I think we left off at where we had done the whole bottom here. We'd done the interior, and now we have to do the end. So I put one board here on the end just because I was taking some time to figure out how I wanted to do this. So we 45 this. The next piece will come in and mate with that. So it should have a nice corner. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do this whole side out and leave room for the vent, and then we'll install the vent and try and work on the ductwork inside the cabinet. But that's what we're gonna work on today, so stick around and enjoy. couple days ago the camera shut off because it overheated. So Gwen and I got a little bit more work done, and I'll show you what we did. So we're working on finishing the outside edges of this cabinet. I had already done the bottom, but we did the front here. So we got the front complete, all these boards in, put that vent in, and on this side you can see these are 45 still to accept more boards there. I put the bottom one here, which we mated with the 45 as well, but I got the vent in there, and then I put the ductwork together on the back side of that, and I think we're gonna leave it like that for now, and in the future we might box that off so you can't see the ductwork. But I got this first board on here all the way down to the end, and then did a 45 here and put this board on the end as well. I think I'm gonna leave this, there's just a small gap here, but you can't really see, you can kind of see in the cabinet. So we might fill that, we might not, but for now I'm gonna leave it. What I'm gonna work on now is putting a board just like this one up along the ceiling, and then putting vertical boards on each of these in between. That way this will be done on the front here, and we can start figuring out how we're gonna do the doors for each cabinet. So I'll put you guys on the tripod and you guys can watch me put all this together. So I'm gonna wrap it up for today. I got a lot done. We ended up finishing doing the whole front there with all the vertical pieces, the bottom and the top along the side there. And this end piece, we ripped vertically along it at a 45, so it mated with the 45 from all these horizontal pieces on this corner. So that looks nice. And then all the way down, we've got all the verticals on, and the top bit is on there as well, all the way down to the end. I think it looks pretty good. Our next step is going to be figuring out how to do our cabinet doors, you know, that open up like that. So we got to figure out how to mount the hinges and all that, and how we're actually going to make the doors themselves. But in terms of fit and finish so far, I think it looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. We will do some paneling inside here eventually, but we're going to wait until we punch holes for the wires where the lights are going to mount, and we're going to run the wires in between there, and then we'll put the panels over top of all of the wiring and the back of the lights there. So we've definitely got more to do, but it's definitely coming along, and I think it looks good. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching, and we'll see you next time. He's an asshole from the bus. I told you to tell me when you started recording. I started recording.